Supercars file out of pit lane in order of their Teams Championship last year, which was, of course, won by Red Bull Racing Australia, considering that their two drivers were first and second in the championship, pretty much. So that was an easy one to sort out. And behind them will go the Pepsi Max crew, the team of Mark Winterbottom and Chaz Mostert. Chaz Mostert didn't show the speed that we thought we'd get out of him yesterday in qualifying. His two best performances, well, he finished well down the order in that second session yesterday. It was kind of like back, I think, maybe 19th in that, maybe 20th actually, as a matter of fact. And in the earlier session, he was just there or thereabouts outside the top 10. So we're looking to see a bit more from Chaz Mostert, but his teammate, Mark Winterbottom, was on fire. Managed a front row start yesterday for race number 5 of the championship, courtesy of his teammate being, courtesy of Craig Lowndes being disqualified from that 5th qualifying session. We called it Stickergate. We're going to look past that today. Let's not worry about yesterday. Let's focus on today, because I get the feeling there's going to be enough drama. Let's have a look at onboard here. Now, this is going to be really important. We're going to watch how Scott McLaughlin drives today in these onboards, because they're trying to fix the power steering. Hard to see at the moment. It looks like he's moving that steering wheel okay, but we'll really get an idea when he's pushing later on, as we now switch over to ride on board with Jamie Whincup. Now, how this works, 20-minute session, and it seems to me that every team in the pits is going to try and use 2 sets of green Dunlop tyres, so 2 sets of brand new tyres in this session. So everybody's going to spend 2 laps bringing the tyre temperatures up by the looks of it. No one's really pushing that hard at the moment. And then we'll start to see, Rosie, some quick times coming through, some hot laps. We call that time, the first one through, a banker, because they're only on old tyres at the moment. Then they'll come in and throw a good set on, go again. And because time will permit, they'll throw another set on if they need it and go again. So we could be seeing 2 sets of brand new Dunlop tyres used. Riding on board of Scott McLaughlin. Where does he put that left hand? I'll tell you what, that's looking okay to me.
What we're saying there, folks, if you haven't seen it the last couple of days, because of the power steering issues, Scott was forced to put his hand into the 12 o'clock position and get extra purchase and pull it down that way to follow through with his right hand, because the old-fashioned manual steering way, like you're running your little Ford Ranger in the parking lot of the supermarket. So it was very difficult. So that was an indicator to us to how he was travelling in the power steering situation. Mind you, he started off hard, okay, so let's hope that they've cured the problem. You were telling me before, Chad, that they have replaced pretty much everything to do with the steering, trying to find this problem.
Yeah, power steering rack, hoses, the reservoir has been moved where the actual power steering liquid gets kept. Everything inside that Volvo's power steering compartment has, or the whole area in general, has been moved. As now we're starting to see the first of our flying laps. 52.0 for James Courtney is the #1 at the moment, with Craig Lowndes already on it. 35.5 for the second sector. Craig Lowndes is moving and is due to go to the top of the order, and he comes out of turn 7. Wait for this one. Whincup's first across. Does he go to the top? He does, and then Lowndes should take it straight away from him. Not quite. 51.632 for Whincup. 51.637 for Lowndes. The 2 Red Bull Racing teammates separated by just 0.05 of a second in this first qualifying session, and they'll either try and put another banker in, or they can come straight back in and throw in their first set of good tyres.
Just might take a little bit of time here for your updaters from the press conference last night. Very wisely, the organisers allowed or invited Craig Lowndes to join the tribute, first, second and third across Craig, because of that unbelievably stellar drive from the back of the grid through to 5th position. But we also had the chance to talk about his incident with his teammate in the first race.
Yeah, and typical Craig Lowndes fashion, Rosie laid it down to be the whole first one. We played down really hard.
fairly corrupt. And I just went 500 meters. 100 meters. Yeah, that's what this one is. Oh! Oh!
to the first sector, so he's on a hot lap at the moment. Should see him jump up a few spots.
Let's hope so, and let's hope that those power steering issues have abandoned him. The headlights are ablaze on several cars sweeping through the sweeper, honking around through turns 5 at the moment, led by Jason Bright. So we all over in hot lap mode, but just the headlights ablaze, just to let the guys in front know
They're pretty quick on that backside.
if they're slowing down or not, or if they can get out of the way.
Oh, Scott McLaughlin, 51.25, 109,000 of a second away from Jamie Winker. McLaughlin takes the Volvo to second. Potential front row start for Scott McLaughlin. I wonder if those power steering issues are fixed, because that thing has shown a serious turn of speed overnight. Yesterday, the best that we got out of McLaughlin was a 51.49. Well, now he's found 0.24 of a second. That might be the difference. That power steering is giving the pole start S60 and a potential front row start, and the chance to do one more hot lap as everybody comes into pit. In the pit once again, Dalgren across the line. There's a 19 and no improvement from that time through, so he'll go around once more. 8.5 minutes left in the session. Everybody will have a chance to try one more step. And I wonder if they're going to bother with Jamie Winker, because that 51.24 is pretty good, but it's certainly not bulletproof.
No, it's not, and particularly with Scott McLaughlin moving up to the top row. Potentially, as you say, we say potentially because we've still got 8 minutes left in the session. At the moment, were they to stop the session, we'd have a front row start with Scott McLaughlin. But they're coming in for their final round of stops and tyre changes, and it's going to get really frenetic. The last 5 or 6 minutes going to be awesome, folks. We're pretty sure you're in your favourite posse around the racetrack watching qualifying, and if you're not, make sure you are, because it's going to get very, very serious, very, very soon.
Tim Flake found himself up inside the top 10, and he's one of the only few cars on track right now, including Fabian Coulthard. Now, Coulthard's stuck a long way off the pace in 18th, but he's gone 35.57 to the first sector, so this should see him jump up inside the top 10. Out of turn 7 he comes, grabbing gears and across the finish line. Let's see where Coulthard goes. It just gets him inside the top 10. He goes to 10th, 51.509, and he too will have the chance to come in, throw in a fresh set of Dunlop, nice, beautiful, soft tyres, and have another crack. He's the only car out on track at the moment. Is he going to go on with another lap here? He does have a habit, actually, Rosie, sorry, of doing consecutive laps when the track is empty, but 18.0 first sector, he's backing off.
He did say yesterday that the car's not quite where they want it to be, but he did make the point, interestingly, that the BJR cars are good on long runs. They're very kind on their tyres, so he feels that might be an advantage in the longer race this afternoon. In case you didn't know that, folks, it was 2 so-called sprint races yesterday, 42 lappers. We have the double that today, 1 long race this afternoon, but of course we do have pit stops playing into that, so we have strategy and all of that coming to play, and things can and do often go wrong in pit stops. So lots more things to put into the mix for this afternoon's race, but that's then. It's all about now and about getting that strong grip position. Look, Chad, it's always important to get a great strong grip position, but in a little track like this, a 52-second racetrack, it's critical.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody can do what Craig Lowndes did yesterday and pass 20 cars. It's not that easy. Shane Van Gisbergen's one of the best. I mean, he got from 10 yesterday off the back of the grid, but track position, which is simply where you are in the field of cars, being at first, that's a good track position. 25th, that's terrible track position. So the higher up the field you can start right now is very critical. Obviously, we'd say that at any track, but here at Symmons Plains, the track is so small, the track is very tight and hard to pass on, so it's even more important here. Russell Ingall has the track to himself. Repair Management Australia car comes back into the pits, interestingly, after just doing an outlap straight back in for Rusty.
Nice segue there. I was about to make that point that Rusty, fantastically for him and his small team, qualified very well yesterday and raced very strongly as well in the first race. In his qualification for the second race yesterday, race 5, not so good, and he got caught up down the back. He was pummeled and punched on elbows, and you know, it didn't go well for him. The same deal for James Courtney, a strong podium finish in race 1, didn't qualify well for race 2, got caught up in all the melee. What I'm saying is it's just illustrating the point that it seems to be you get up the front, no guarantees, but you often escape all the carry-on that can happen in the midfield of that towards the back of the field. Now, it's a great car. Here it comes, folks.
It's beat now here at Symmons Plains. Now, Steve Gilbert have just tweeted that Jack session is over. He has been suspension with that contact with Rossi. Amazingly, Rossi got away with it without too much damage. Craig Lowndes saying the car feels great. Just can't quite get a lap in that's good enough. Fabian Coulthard wanting to know what his pole is right now. 1.24. That's time to be set by Jamie Winker. So it's Winker Wingcup, McLaughlin, Courtney Lowndes, Winterbottom in top 5. Then is Reynolds, Timmy Slade, Supercars inside the top 10. Good job, Purdog. And Coulthard right now is rounding out the top 10. Looking for some big names on the outside. Well, Chaz Mostyn, he's down there 13. David, Jason Wright, there's some of the bigger names outside the top 10. And Garth Tander
in the sky. Hopefully he doesn't have the same thing as what happened last race.
He's sitting in 24th position. He's still in the pit. So, he did this yesterday, didn't he, Garth? He was the last car to come out of pit lane during the qualifying session. I wonder, though, if there's a problem because he's done 4 laps left of Jason Cup at the moment. A power steering problem because it seems to be riddling everybody. Oh, a big moment in turn 3. Stop and lock it on a whole lap that back end. But as a result, tyres at the moment, so he's 0.6 of a second away from Jamie Wingcup's number 1 time. So he's really starting to put the tyres. We've seen roads that it takes tyres to where you want them, and that's when you can really have a go at a good enough time. 3.5 left in the second for everybody.
That's the beauty of a full track against with the time on the 52-second lap. You can bank so 3.5 minutes to go. We'll check out the last lap 3 or 4 advise can we maybe get a couple of reasons out of it. So we can do that. First couple of laps just getting in there. First lap is getting temperature get on all nice. Second lap over everything great. There we go. The top starts right now. So we'll be having a good created several thousand new
Lowndes goes to the top, 51.16. Craig Lowndes has set a blinder just 200ths of a second away from what yesterday's ball that was. Whoa! Quicker in the first sector, and he's going to come through. He's starting to fight a lot harder on the track. I think this car's going to go 51.18. Scott McLaughlin is definitely the car to beat the Red Bull race.
Watch for Jamie though. Jamie's also on a flyer.
Yep, Wingcup has gone quick for second. He'll go not quick enough. Oh, I reckon he should go now. And now Craig Lowndes, Jenna Wingcup back to the front row, locking away because Lowndes went quicker again. 51.0 and off goes Lowndes to turn 2. He's screwed up his second lap, he's thrown it away. He might get a chance to come back around, but that's dramatic stuff. Look through the field to see if anyone else pushing hard once again. Scott McLaughlin, 35.29 in the second sector. He's got so much clear track down there. Slow from turn 6. Is it going to hurt his time?
Come on, Scotty.
Take the front row back. No, he's 4.7. I thought he made a mistake down there in turn 6, and he did. He lost 0.6 of a second. Slightly. Dahlgren, his teammate. Where can he go? He's stuck out on 21st. He's staying 21st. Slotting through.
Wingcup quick again. He's going to place the top with a minute and 12 to go. Maybe 1 lap left.
Yes.
The guys.
Wingcup the first. It's a 50.987 for Jamie Wingcup. He goes under Craig Lowndes' practice record, and that's pretty impressive stuff. Wingcup the first car into the 50s all week. So much speed. The track conditions must be absolutely perfect. He's backed it off now. He'll probably be back in the pits at the end of this lap. That's the quickest lap we've seen all weekend. And Jamie Wingcup's looking good for pole position. 50.96. Second, Craig Lowndes 51.0. And behind him, Scott McLaughlin looking elsewhere for anyone who can set a green sector. No one's getting close at the moment. Well,
I'll stand corrected, but to my knowledge, it's the first time ever. Wow. Hovering around 51, 52 for a while. The car ever cracked a 50.
That definitely shows you how much potential that car's got. Garth Tander never came back out to the pits, by the way, so I don't know what's wrong with GT, but he's stuck in the pits. He's starting off the back with Jack Perkins. We have 10 seconds left in the session. Is anybody going to get through and try one more lap? Jason Bright, he should be the last car across. He is. And unfortunately for Courtney, he's not quite going to get there. But if it's